Dear students, so how to reduce your sleeping time? Clear? So, reducing sleeping time is very important because it has the ability to decide your success. Clear? So, the syllabus which we have to read is very large, time is very less. So, definitely we need lesser sleeping times. So, the lesser your sleeping time is, the more productive you can be. So, how can we reduce our sleeping time? This is what I am going to discuss today. So, one thing is that every person does not have same sleeping time. It changes from person to person. Some people require 8 to 9 hours of sleeping time, and some people require just 6 to 6.5 hours of sleeping time. So, sleeping time, it is not constant for everyone. It changes to person, and a person with a lesser sleeping time, I consider this person to be very lucky person. So, who decides this sleeping time for each person? So, the habits and the food habits of the mother. When that particular person, when he was present as a child in his mother's womb, so that will decide the sleeping time of the person throughout his life. So that is a different issue. So now the question is, what actually we can do to reduce our sleeping time? Clear? So the first most important thing is we have to change our food habits. So how food habits are related to sleeping time? Let us see. So human being requires only 5 grams of glucose to be present in his blood at any instant of time. So if only 5 grams of glucose is present, then the person will be very active. Clear? And he doesn't feel sleepy. And if he even sleeps for 6 hours to 6.5 hours in the night, then it will be sufficient for him. Clear? But what are the food habits which we are taking? We are taking rice, wheat, sugar, the broiler chickens, and refined oils, maida, eggs. So these are the food which we are taking, milk also. So for example, if you take rice, so if you take 100 grams of rice, nearly 38 grams of glucose will be released into the blood. So are we eating only 100 grams of rice? We are eating 200 to 250 grams of rice for each time. So nearly 90 grams of glucose will be released into the blood. Clear, ma? Because the fiber content present in the rice is almost 0. Similarly, the fiber content present in wheat is also 1.2%. Clear? Very less amount of fiber. So because of very small amount of fiber which is present in these foods, so the instant you eat these foods, within 15 to 20 minutes, total glucose will be deposited into your blood. But we require only 5 grams of glucose at any instant of time. So the glands, pancreas, liver, all these glands, they start packing this glucose into other forms like triglycerides, fat, meat, cholesterol, rheumatic factor. So this excess glucose is converted into all forms of different factors. Understand? And this conversion, it is a very, very, very complex process. So for the glands to do this process, you must sleep. Person must sleep. He should have rest. Then only this complex procedure can be carried out. So for that, what the glands will do, they will induce sleeping enzymes into your body and they will make you sleep. Clear? So these food habits which release the glucose suddenly in a very instant of time, and a huge amount of glucose when it is released into your blood. So this is the main reason why you require huge amounts of sleep. Clear? Even if you sleep for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours also, after 10 hours also, you feel sleepy only. Because this conversion of glucose is continuously happening. Clear, ma? So therefore, if you can avoid taking these foods, and if you can take those foods which release the glucose in a sustained manner, in a very controlled manner. So what are such foods? Millets. Millets are our answers. So 5 types of millets are present today. So little millet, foxtail millet, brown top millet. So these type of millets, 5 types of millets are present. So already I have made video lectures on them before. So these millets, their fiber content is nearly from 8% to 12.5%. Very huge amount of fiber. Clear? So this fiber, it doesn't allow the digestive system to digest this millets suddenly. So very slow process of digestion will happen, and they will release only exactly 5 grams of glucose into your blood. Clear? So now there is no problem of conversion of the excess glucose, because excess glucose is absent. Clear? So this conversion process comes into a stop. The body stops the process of converting excess glucose because there is no excess glucose. Clear? Then your body will require very less amount of sleep. It requires only 6 hours or even less than 6 hours of sleep also. So I sleep at approximately 9:30 at that time, and I doesn't require sleep after 3 a.m. So only from 9:30 to 3 o'clock I sleep daily, and in the remaining time also, most of the time I will not sleep. Okay, throughout a week, only 1 or 2 times a day I will sleep in the afternoon sections. Remaining time I doesn't require a sleep, because this process is not there. Conversion of glucose into other factors, which is a very complex process, this process is not present. Okay, so changing of food habits is very, very, very important. Then in a just a time of 5.5 hours or 6 hours, your sleep will be completed, and in the daytime also you doesn't require excess sleep. Okay, so definitely the foods which we have to live is wheat, rice, milk, sugar, and the products of maida. So this maida, basically it is also made from wheat only. So wheat has 1.2 percent of fiber. To remove this fiber also, they will add a chemical called alloxane to this wheat flour. Clear? Then this becomes free of fiber, and this wheat flour, it converts into maida. Clear? So this alloxane is also a very dangerous chemicals. So if you are eating foods like broiler chicken, that is a chicken which is produced in the laboratories or in the poultry farms. So this chicken is induced with steroids. Hormone injections are being induced. Similarly, eggs also, they contain hormonal imbalancing enzymes and virus containing materials also. Clear? So if you take these kind of foods in which steroids or hormones are present, then also you require a huge amount of sleep. Clear? So leave this rice, wheat, sugar, milk, maida, refined oils. So at least if you can leave these products and you adopt millets as your daily food, at least when the time when you are studying. Clear? Then definitely your sleeping time will be reduced by nearly 3 hours to 3.5 hours. Clear, ma? So if you can save 3 hours to 3.5 hours daily, it is a very huge amount of time. Clear, ma? If you can utilize this time, definitely I hope you will be successful in your particular fields. Clear? And also adopting 2-meal system. This is also very effective. Second method. Clear? So first of all, have millets. So have millets. Have a good or a huge quantity of breakfast. Breakfast should be very huge. Clear? So have a huge breakfast at approximately 9 or 9:30 in the morning. Clear? Then as these millets take a huge time for digestion, you will get hungry only at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Clear? Then have your second meal at that time. Then in the night time you need not have any meal. Clear, ma? So 2-meal system is very, very, very effective. Clear? In controlling your sleeping time. Because in the afternoon section also, that is at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. or 1 p.m., if you have your food, then also you will feel as a bit lazy. You will feel a bit sleepiness even if you are taking millets also. But when compared to rice or wheat, this amount of sleep is very, very, very less. But if you can adopt a 2-meal system, that is having meals, tiffin section at 9 o'clock, a very huge amount of food, and directly at 5 o'clock or 5:30 or 4:30 in the evening, then this is the most effective method of reducing your sleeping time. Okay? And before going to bed, at least you should maintain 2-3 hours before you go to the bed. That is, you should have your meal at least 2 hours or 3 hours before you are going to your bed. Clear, ma? So this type of small changes in food habits will drastically reduce your sleeping time. Clear, ma? And the most important thing is masturbation. So if you have this habit of masturbation, you will continuously become weaker and weaker daily. As you become weaker, you require a huge amount of sleep. Clear? If you have the habit of masturbation, then you are under the curse of your body, and you are under the curse of the creator of this universe also, God also, who has created you. Clear? Masturbation is a very, very bad habit which completely weakens you. It destroys your strength of the body. It destroys your immune system. It destroys your self-confidence levels also. Clear, ma? And you are continuously tending towards bad habits and bad thoughts. Clear? So leave this habit immediately. If you have this habit, so make a note that you can never be successful in your life, even if you work for 18 to 19 hours per day. Clear ma? So total energy is derived from brahmacharyam only. Clear? Masturbation is the baddest of all the habits. Clear? So after this, having a habit of exercising daily. So at least have a habit of exercising 10 to 15 minutes daily, that is enough. Clear? Then your body will be at the peaks of fitness, and if you are maintaining these food habits and if you are avoiding masturbation, so and you are having your meal before 2 or 3 hours before the sleep, then definitely your sleeping hours will be reduced by at least 3 to 4 hours also. Okay, so maintain these food habits, make yourself full successful, and make your parents happy. Okay, thank you.